Hey, what is going on, Watch Fam, and welcome back to Tick vs. Tock. Today, we are not just talking about watches, we are talking about whispers. The beautiful, tantalizing whispers that only come from one place, Geneva. We're deep diving into the heart of a major rumor cycle, the supposed next-generation Rolex Explorer II, predicted to drop around 2026. Guys, we're doing a quick comparison table, current specs versus the hype, because this is the kind of stuff that gets my heart racing faster than a Chroner G escapement. So let's start with the current king, the absolute adventure icon, the reference 226570. What a watch. 42 millimeters of pure oyster steel tool watch perfection. It's rugged, it's legible, it's got that signature fixed 24-hour bezel and that legendary bright orange GMT hand that just screams exploration. It's the watch for the speleologist, the polar explorer, the guy who genuinely needs to know if it's 2 a.m. or 2 p.m. when the sun hasn't moved in 6 months. It's a modern classic, no doubt. But you know Rolex, they never sit still. They're all about relentless, subtle improvement. And the predictions for the 2026 Explorer II are suggesting that subtle might be getting a little bit louder this time. Let's look at the first big column, design and casing. The 226570 sits at a bold 42 millimeters. It's chunky, it's confident, and it wears its size proudly. The rumors for the 2026 version, we're hearing talk of a slight downsizing to 41 millimeters, perhaps with more refined, tapered lugs. Think less of a slab and more of a sculpted tool. It's that kind of subtle evolution we saw with the recent Submariner update, where they trimmed the fat just enough to make it universally more wearable while keeping the wrist presence. It's all about enhancing that feel, making it slip under a cuff just a little bit easier, but still retaining that I can take a punch attitude. The fixed steel bezel? I think that stays. It's foundational to the Explorer II's DNA, but maybe, just maybe, they'll polish the numerals a little bit differently for even greater contrast. That's the Rolex magic. They fix things that aren't broken just to make them more perfect. Next up, the part that's creating the most buzz and sparking the most heated debates in the watch community, the movement. The current 226570 runs on the Calibre 3285, a phenomenal superlative chronometer with that 70-hour power reserve and the highly efficient Chroner G escapement. It's modern Rolex engineering at its best. It's a 3-day weekend on the wrist, basically. But the rumor for 2026, we're hearing talk of a hybrid movement. Now, before you panic and imagine a battery in your oyster case, let's frame this correctly. Rolex's hybrid isn't likely quartz. It's probably a major leap in material science and mechanical efficiency. Think a Calibre 3285 on steroids, possibly incorporating even more advanced anti-magnetic components, or maybe a very specific type of electromechanical regulation for unprecedented accuracy and extreme temperature changes, the kind of extreme cold or heat the Explorer II is actually designed for. It would be a mechanical movement, but with revolutionary, almost unheard of resistance and stability. It's not abandoning their past. It's taking their heritage and launching it into the stratosphere of modern tech. Imagine saying goodbye to even the remotest chance of magnetism affecting your watch. That, for an adventurer's watch, is a game changer. Let's move to durability and adventure features. The 226570 is oyster steel, 100 meters water resistance, and built like a Swiss vault. The 2026 prediction here is that we might see the introduction of titanium, or at least a titanium alloy option. Rolex has started using titanium on other professional models, and for the ultimate tool watch, using a metal that is lighter and more shock absorbent than steel just makes perfect sense. Lighter for long expeditions, tougher against unexpected impacts. We might also see the water resistance subtly bump up to 150 or 200 meters. Rolex doesn't often talk about it, but enhancing the twin-lock crown system or the case-back sealing for even more extreme pressure is entirely possible. The point of the Explorer II is function first, and titanium just screams uncompromising functionality. Now for the visual feast, interior details. The current polar dial is iconic. Black surrounds on the hands and markers for maximum contrast against the white. The black dial is equally crisp. The bracelet is the classic rock-solid oyster with the EasyLink extension. For 2026, I expect the polar dial to stay, but with potentially a new subtly textured finish. Maybe a slight graininess to prevent glare entirely, almost like a high-end camera lens coating, enhancing its tool watch mission. The big rumor here, though, is the bracelet, an updated oyster clasp, potentially with a more robust micro-adjustment mechanism that's easier to operate one-handed, or perhaps even an integrated rubber oyster flex from the factory, giving the watch a completely new, modern athletic feel. That would be a huge statement and a massive hit for the collector community, marrying that rugged aesthetic with cutting-edge comfort. And finally, let's talk price in comparison to past models. The 226570 currently retails around the $9,650 to $10,200 mark depending on your local market, making it arguably the best value steel professional model in the catalog. With all these predicted technological leaps, the refined case, the hybrid movement, the potential for titanium, the 2026 model will definitely see a price increase. I'm predicting we'll see the retail price edge closer to the $11,000 to $12,000 USD mark. It's a premium for innovation, but given the technology we're expecting, it will still feel like a compelling value proposition. How does this stack up historically? Well, the Explorer II has always been the underdog, the quiet innovator. The original Freccione 1655 was a niche tool, the 16570 was the beloved daily wear, and the 21670 brought the big modern case. The 226570 perfected the current aesthetic. The 2026 Explorer II isn't just about tweaking the design, it's about pioneering the movement technology of the future and solidifying its position as the ultimate no-compromise tool watch in the entire collection. It's taking the spirit of 1971, the grit of the caves and the poles, and equipping it with the technology of 2026. This isn't just a watch update, it's Rolex telling a new chapter in the story of exploration. What do you guys think? Is a 41mm case the perfect sweet spot? Is the hybrid movement exciting or terrifying? I want to know all your wildest predictions and biggest fears in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Tock for more deep dives into the world of horological whispers. Hit that notification bell so you're the first to know when Rolex finally lifts the curtain. Until next time, keep those wrists ticking and keep exploring.